Bob and Bobby, they're both fired from the squad.
What?
Why?
I found a video that was going viral, and I cannot accept such behaviors in my army.
How many tries does a stormtrooper take to hit the target?
How many?
I'll let you know once we hit it.
We've been trying for 40 years. That could have been anyone.
This is Bob and Bobby on Silly Stormtroopers.
Like and subscribe.
We'll show ourselves out.
Hello and welcome back to the KenOhwee channel. Today we'll be combining two figures into one review, and we'll be talking about the Egg Attack 015 and 015R, First Order Stormtrooper and Riot Control Stormtrooper from the First Order. These two were not sent by Beast Kingdom themselves. I actually bought these two figures as I wanted to make a special project with the Captain Phasma figure, so I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. So the reason I'm combining these two figures into one review is because the only difference between these two are the accessories, which I'll elaborate more later. Apart from that, you're getting the same exact figure, so it doesn't make any sense to have two separate reviews. So without further ado, let's talk about the box. There's no back and front to this box design, as one side you have a nice reflective art of the character, which is also on both sides, and the other side is the figure itself plastered with the Stormtrooper name on its side. And this is actually a sleeve, which I didn't have for the Captain Phasma figure, sadly. And once you take the sleeve out, you have a more typical box design where you have the sneak peek of the figure, and at the back you have all the highlights on the detail. I'm guessing this figure has a lot of detail? And taking a closer look at the figure, these are the figures from both packages, and as mentioned earlier, they're both identical, and the figure itself is pretty well sculpted. Going for the caricature design of the character but still sculpting all the details on his body is pretty much the same design as Captain Phasma body wise, with a few noticeable differences like the helmet design and crotch armor. Of course, if you're a captain, you got a bigger surface protection, so gotta work a little harder, little minions. At least you still got a beer keg at the back if you're thirsty. I think they had a missed opportunity of being able to have the plasma gun attached to the side here. They have this bomb sculpted here, but no indication that it can be packed to any of the weapons provided. But for some reason it was featured in this promo picture and also at the back of the box. But I've tried this and it just didn't work. So although it isn't much of a gripe, I feel it would have been a lot cooler if they managed to do this. But overall, it's still a great looking Stormtrooper. Of course, if you like caricatures. As for the articulation, it's pretty much the same as the Captain Phasma figure, which you can check out the video if you want to know more, but I'll highlight the important factors. Head on the ball joint, so plenty of movement there. Arms can be pulled out to allow more range towards the chest. Abdomen can arch back that far, but unfortunately can't crunch, but he can do the splits that far. So he can pretty much do plenty of poses, but probably having a little more ab crunch would have expanded his range of movement, especially for crouching positions. Moving on to the armory. Starting with the EAA015 first, which is the base Stormtrooper, he comes equipped with fist punching hands, reach out to me hands, and the weapon wielding hands, which can be used to hold the plasma gun, plasma rifle, and also the binoculars. And the good thing about these hands is that they aren't as bulky as the Dragon Zord fingers of Captain Phasma, but they were staying true to the design of the character anyway, and they are stretchable to accommodate all the accessories, so holding the guns look a lot better. Taking a closer look at the weapons, starting with the guns, though it's just black and white, it is nicely sculpted. The rifle, which has pretty much the same detail as Phasma's rifle, and the binoculars, which looks really nice as well, and it can be folded depending on your preference. Also, it comes with a stand with the names on it, and also the shoulder guard, which determines rank. You have the white and the orange, and to equip these, simply pop the head out. It has to be in the middle of the head, which you pop out, and some of them are really tight and you might accidentally pull off the neck if you're not too careful, so I'd advise to do this with caution. Once the head is out, simply put the guard over and pop the head back in. And it doesn't stay secure, you can wobble the guard around, which can sometimes make them look like they're wearing a napkin, but still a nice accessory to have. Then moving on to the 015R, which is the Riot Control Stormtrooper. He comes with the same amount of hands, the same plasma gun, but the difference is that he doesn't have the rifle or the shoulder guards, but he does have this shield and I want to say plasma button. Anyway, to equip the shield, you have to pop his hand off, slide the shield. These handles are stretchable to allow more movement when it's equipped. And it looks okay, but unfortunately my handles came off and I think the glue wasn't strong enough, so this thing happened. And if these handles wasn't meant to come off, then putting the shield into his arm is actually quite a hassle, because you have the curvature of the shield clashing with the armor, so it takes a bit of effort. And it looks okay, but the more disappointing accessory is the baton. From afar it looks really well sculpted and detailed, and these pieces can be moved upwards, but unfortunately these things slides up and down a little too willingly, and I would have definitely preferred if it can be packed in place somehow. So because of this, it makes this weapon feel unfinished. This package does come with a stand as well. And here's the Stormtrooper standing next to other figures from different lines. So in summary, I really like the base Stormtrooper, the 015. Nice figure, comes with plenty of accessories and does have sufficient articulation for cool poses. However, for the Riot control, I would have felt the same way if not for the weapons which brought it down for me. Of course, if you're a fan of Stormtroopers, you definitely get the entire battalion anyways, so it's nice to see they have a variety of Stormtroopers in their line as well. And if I were to choose between these two, it's obvious that the base Stormtrooper would have been the preferred choice. That concludes today's episode. I still hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to help leave a like and subscribe for more content and help me achieve my 10k sub goal, and we're currently at 2900, so thank you. Let me know your thoughts on these figures in the comment section down below, and I hope you guys are embracing your inner geek and having a great week. Stay awesome, take care, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Click here for video 1. Click here for video 2. Click here to subscribe. Click it. Thank you for watching. Arigato. Thank you.